In this video, we are going to take a look at the standards for impacts of computing for the grade band K-1. I am on that first link from the New York State Computer Science and Digital Fluency Standards page. We are looking at the PDF of the standards, and I have come down to page 20 within that PDF. Now you can also get to these standards and look at them just by the grade band. So if you go to Learning Standards by Grade Band, you can click on the K-1 and we can see that the standards are listed here as well. So I'm going to just take a look at page 3 in this PDF to kind of go through the standards with you. So we're only looking at K-1, but I do highly recommend that you go back and look at what is expected at the 2-3 so you know where the students need to be at the end of the grade band that you teach and where they need to be at the beginning of second grade. So let's take a look at the standards. So the impacts of computing is broken down into 4 subconcept areas: society, ethics, accessibility, and career paths. So for society, there are 2 standards. The first one is the way the standards are broken down is by grade band, concept area, and then the standards number. So this is K1, impacts of computing, standards 1. The standard says identify and discuss how tasks are accomplished with and without computing technology. For every standard, you're going to get a clarifying statement. This clarifying statement is going to help you see what the standard is actually asking your students to be able to do. For this one, we're thinking about the difference between sending an email versus mailing a letter, thinking about how we do different things online versus offline, and being able to have those conversations. These are great would you rather type of activities. It could have your students actually sending an email to the secretary in your building and then have the students actually hand deliver a letter, talk about the differences in the time it takes to get that letter to the office, that sort of thing. The second standard is saying identify and explain classroom and home rules relating to computing technologies and digital information. Here we're thinking about the rules of what we do on a computer. Just like you have rules in your classroom, we're thinking about those digital rules that we're going to use. It might be how we handle the Chromebooks. It could be thinking about the applications that we use or the programs that we go to, how we treat the equipment. It's having those conversations that you generally already have when using your technology. The next one is ethics. You only have to be concerned about 2 out of the 3 concept areas or subconcept areas here. One of them doesn't start till the next grade band. So for IC, or impacts of computing 3, it's identifying computing technologies in your classroom, home, and community. The clarifying statement is thinking about what computing technologies we have around us. So it's identifying that our Alexas, the sensors in our cars, GPS systems, all of that is technology that we use every day. For IC4, we're talking about public and private spaces. Just like you talk about safety on the playground, you need to be talking about safety in the digital world. Moving on to accessibility, there's 1 standard. It's thinking about the accessibility features we have on the devices we use. This could be teaching your students how to do text-to-speech or speech-to-text, focusing in on something, using the drop-down menus and any of the buttons we have on our devices. And then finally, for career paths, we're thinking about the job market that we have available. And just like our students love to say they want to be a fireman or they want to be a YouTube influencer or whatever it is, you can talk about the different jobs that are within computer science as well.